Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I want to thank you guys so much for the support you guys continuously keep giving me, for subscribing to my channel, for liking my videos, for sharing my videos. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys for your private messages. Um, and also, I do want to mention for those of you who are trying to contact me for private readings, look at the description box below and you'll be able to find my personal email there. You'll be able to contact me through that, and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. And that's how we can get this started, okay? So, yeah, we're in April already. It seems like not too long ago we were just receiving the new year. Um, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure most everyone's starting to feel no more resistance when it comes to uh, the energies. It's been very fast paced lately for some reason. Major changes and transformations going on for all sun signs, which is definitely a good thing. Um, so, again, let's get right into this reading. This is going to be a three-card spread, which is the past, present, and near future. And I will use the both cuts from the cards to use that as general energy readings. Of course, if Spirit wants to pull out more cards, as they have in some readings, I will oblige to that. So, anyways, let's get right into this. This is going to be for all my Leos for the month of April 2017. Spirit, what are the messages for Leos for the month of April 2017? What are the messages? What are the messages for Leos? What are the messages? What are the messages for Leos for the month of April 2017? Okay, I think this is going to be my last shuffle. And let's get right into this. Okay, we are going to use that. These are the general energy readings. Alrighty, let's get right into this juicy stuff. Okay, so Leos for the month of April. There's definitely something going on when it comes to work and finances. Again, I got a few cards. Okay. So I'm getting different messages. So I'm going to relate them as I continue moving forward in the reading, okay? So, like I was saying, that of the energies coming into April, the last month of March, the last week of March going into April, it seems like it's moving very quickly, very fast pace, and the sense of not having enough time, or the sense of like not being able to accomplish as much as you would like. Now, the general cards for the general energies for the month of April, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Magician right here. Now, with the Three of Pentacles, is definitely talking about working as a group, working or coming together as a group. Looking at things more carefully when it comes to work and finances. Again, the Three of Pentacles does talk about partnerships. Usually the twos speak to me about partnerships. But with the Three of Pentacles, that's talking about a collaborative type of energy where more than two people come together to attain a goal, to achieve a goal. And in doing so, it will create or manifest more quickly. Kind of like you cannot uh, put yourself in a situation where you're trying to accomplish something, and that of your coworker, the person you're working with as a team or something like that. Um, there can't be like, what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, as a general energy, what the Three of Pentacles is talking about is for the month of April, do not feel like you have to make decisions or like you have to be at the forefront of making or decision makings when it comes to work and finances. Always understand that you can accomplish, but you can also accomplish more and in a quicker pace and even to a better end result when it's done in groups. Sometimes it is necessary to come together to all be on the same page to be able to then accomplish that which you're hoping for. Now, you have the Nine of Swords as a general energy. And the Nine of Swords is talking a lot, specifically, the nine is definitely coming to almost an end conclusion or coming to that of an ending cycle. Now, with the Nine of Swords, it also speaks a lot about having a lot of worries, mental anxiety, um, kind of becoming secluded in your own mind. And at the present moment, there are certain things that perhaps have not yet manifested or have not came into your life or you have not been able to attain or accomplish. But it's more so on a mental type of note. And what I mean by that is, not sure if you guys have heard before that saying of mind moves matter. And what that means is basically whatever you see your reality is at the present time, that's your reality. And your mind in a way is gelling in or binding or tying your current circumstance based on what your mind has become to accept. So if you have been having difficulties when it comes to finances and when it comes to your work or your profession, for those of you who currently are not employed, if you feel like it's just been a difficult situation where either there's been some type of weight or some type of blockage that has prevented you from either hearing back from them or receiving communication or messages coming back and forth. Again, a lot, be careful and be mindful about your thoughts at this present time. And it's very hard to, when you're going to difficult situations, it's very hard to teach your mind to understand that we live in a multi-dimensional universe. And what that means is that what your current situation is or what your current circumstance is ultimately is not the reality. And what I mean by that is the reality is that which whatever it is you will to happen. So if right now, again, like I said, for those of you who are not employed, if you feel like your finances have been draining and you becoming anxious, anxiety has, it's kind of like a signal for our intuition, and it's basically guiding you, or telling you, hey, you're letting the best, you're allowing the worst to get to you. And what I mean by that is you're accepting this current situation as your reality. And that, in fact, is not true. Again, the mind moves matter. So the moment you're capable of removing all those doubts or removing the self doubt that you feel within yourself, or that of feeling like some type of impotency, like you have no control over the situation, the moment you're able to truly remove those doubts is when the magician comes into play. Now, the magician is that of a creator, is that of the alchemist, is that of having all the tools you have at your disposal. But it's not just having them, it's actually having the courage to will them into action, to will them into manifesting, creating. So, again, it is necessary at this present time to not allow to not put resistance into what's going on at the present time. Again, like I said, now for those of you who are working or are employed and you've been having or allowing other people that are surrounding you in your employment to get the best out of you, again, it has a lot to do with the mental. The more you stress about it, the more you think about it, the more you worry. Wherever your attention goes, that's where your reality goes. And you need to understand that. And the reason for that, or the message that is coming through, is to be able to decipher whether the best way I can tell you is at the present time, if you're going through difficult situations, focus purely on what you want as an end result. What it is that you're expecting, what it is that you want. Get yourself to vibrate to that type of energy. An example, if you're waiting to get a call back, if you're waiting on a raise, if you're waiting on whatever, get yourself in a momentum where you can emotionally attach yourself to that feeling of expectancy and wait and anxiousness. You know, the anxiousness when you're excited and you can't wait. Get yourself in that type of frequency, and when you do so, you're removing all self-doubt, all the trick, the trickery that your mind does to you, that tries to convince you, hey, this is your reality, this is what's happening. Refuse that. Do not accept that. Release it. Okay, it is very necessary to do that. And the reason why I say this again is because the Nine of Swords speaks highly about mental doubt, having doubts, and allowing those doubts to get the best of you, and self doubting yourself. Now, with the Three of Pentacles, it has to do with work, in correlation with work and finances. Again, so like I said, accept the fact and the notion that perhaps you're going through difficulties at this present time, but that is not your reality. That is just passive. It's kind of like when you throw yourself in the ocean and you just allow yourself to float with the water. It is necessary for you to do that at this present time and not show resistance. And in not showing resistance, then you're allowing the energies to happen naturally and to get you to where you're supposed to be. I hope that makes sense. It is coming very strongly. So again, now going back to those of you who are currently in a relationship and have been going through difficulties, again, like I said, as the Three of Pentacles, that's telling me you're allowing other people to come into the relationship, perhaps expressing when they upset you, when they get you mad, when they get you angry. Perhaps you go on a rant, telling your cousin, telling your mother, telling your sister, your father, whatever, however you want to put it. But what you're doing is you're not nurturing that relationship. What you're doing is you're expressing and telling other people your issues within the relationship, and you're allowing them, or you're making them think that you're allowing them to have the right to speak on your relationship, or to feel like they can give you input. And it's not good feedback, it's more of judgment type of energy. So again, with the Nine of Swords, it's having a lot of self-doubt, and that self-doubt coming from a third person, or a person that is giving you harsh judgment when it comes to your partner, or vice versa. This is a general reading, so again, it can very well represent the other person as well. Them having someone that they vent to or whatever, and they're becoming very harsh when it comes to judging you in the relationship. So again, you're allowing more people that should not be allowed to input or to get into that relationship, etc., etc. So again, like I said, with the Magician, what the Magician encourages us to do is to understand that we can will anything to manifest or anything to happen. And in order to do so, one must first be able to master and to learn to still your mind. So again, removing all those, whispers in your ear, when people, like the drama or like the gossip, try to remove yourself from that, because the only thing that's happening is you're kind of throwing more wood into the fire, and it's definitely becoming an issue when it comes to your partnership or when it comes to your relationship. Now, that in the passing position, you have the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups speaks about a socialization, going to parties or being very social, very out there. It can even represent trips when it comes to family, relatives, etc. And again, that of socializing and just having a good time. And it is in the past and passing. Now, with the Two of Wands, the Two of Wands is, again, we're talking about that wait, like you waiting for something to happen, for to hear back from someone, whether it's, again, like we said, finances and your professional sector, or whether it's even the Nine of Swords can also represent not a permanent, a temporary type of breakup where one or the other decided to end the relationship. And again, in the present position with the Two of Wands, that's talking about you waiting to hear back from them, waiting on an answer, waiting, basically waiting for the ships to come to shore. And now in the near future, or in the near future position, you have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is usually an energy that is very forceful, very quick when it comes to messages and communication. It is an element of air, so obviously has to do with communication and coming in very quickly and unexpectedly. Now, now with the Knight of Swords again, next to the Two of Wands, again, like I said, the expectancy and the waiting to receive a message is definitely coming in. But again, my suggestion would be this: you're definitely going to hear back, whether it's your partner, whether it's your ex partner at the present time, or whether it's having to do with communication and, sorry, when it has to do with finances and professional. You're definitely going to hear from them. But here's the thing with the with the swords energy. Swords are all about mental. So again, do not block yourself from receiving the abundance and the happiness that's coming your way, or the blessing, I should say. Again, try the best you can to watch what you think, watch what you say, analyze. If you feel even because the Two of Wands it usually doesn't give me this energy, but it's giving me this energy of like anxiousness. And again, like I said, that of being anxious, that of like, it talks about doubt. So again, it's definitely coming in your near future position, and it's definitely coming at you. You are being represented with the Two of Wands because it is a fire sign. I mean, you are a fire sign, and this is a fire element. So again, it's coming very quickly and very hasty to you. But again, do not block yourself. Do not allow to get yourself in a state of mind of feeling like you have no control over the situation, like you like if it one bad thing after the other keeps happening, like you have to remove that type of thinking, and in doing so, again, like I said, this opportunity, this message, or this person even that can be represented as an air sign, which would be a Aries, sorry, it would be a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius that is rushing at you or coming back at you again, trying to communicate or trying to find common ground. So again, like I said, ultimately, the only one at this present time that is blocking yourself, or that is preventing yourself from growth and advancement at this present time, is you. And you are being represented again with that of the blockages and self doubt with the Nine of Swords. I hope this resonates to you guys. Please comment below, message me. Let me know how this turns out. I wish you guys the very, very best. And again, like I said, be very watchful of how you think. Because with the Three of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Knight of Swords, that message is definitely coming through, and it's coming through very quickly at you. But again, like I said, with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, watch what you think, especially the Three of Pentacles, particularly in this tarot. It's kind of dark. Not sure if you can see it very right, but it's dark. Be careful about what are your last thoughts before you go to bed, because more than likely, if you watch what you think before you fall asleep, you will find that perhaps those last thoughts in your mind, roaming in your mind, are guiding you or are telling you your thought patterns of what you're doing that is preventing you or blocking you from being able to receive the flow of energy that is coming or trying to come to you in a natural way. I hope this makes sense to you guys. Again, like I said, I encourage you guys to comment below. Let me know what you guys think and how this month of April turns out for you guys. Many blessings. I wish you the best, and we'll see from each other soon.